I'll just start with a quick introduction. I'm Sumit from Leverage Edu, and I have over close to a decade of experience in counseling students for various countries, various universities, various courses. Um, and I'm a certified career coach and a seasoned professional who's been doing this for a while now. And so, I've just come live to bring out some awareness and share, some knowledge and updates about a destination which needs no introduction and has been quite popular amongst the student population, not only in India but other parts of the world as well. So. Yeah. I'll be talking about US study destination, and we'll be breaking it out into various subparts. And to start with, I'll be talking about why US is a perfect study destination for students. Moving on to the admission process in US universities. Further moving on to some of the fears and limiting beliefs that students have regarding their study in the US universities, some popular courses offered by US universities, and then I'll be open to any questions that you guys be having, and I'll be happy to answer them. Yeah, in the end. So, also, we at Leverage Edu, this is the number one trusted admission service provider when it comes to guiding and assisting students with admission to universities overseas. So we do end-to-end processing of student applications. The entire admission process is taken care by our team of experts and seasoned professionals. So starting from shortlisting the universities, making applications to the universities, the chasing offers for you guys, helping you guys with the financial planning, whether it is loan, whether it is any kind of counseling that you need or any information that is required to be passed on to banks and financial institutions that is taken care of us by us. Then also there is a visa expert that takes care of your visa processing, and then finally you get your visa and you're off to your dream university. So we take care of the entire process, end-to-end process. So if you have any questions regarding any course, any university, any study destination, you require any help, you guys please feel free to contact us, and we'll be happy to help you guys. Okay. So without wasting any more time, I'll straight away jump to our discussion topic for today, which is US as a such study destination and some popular courses provided by the US universities, offered by the US universities. So, I throughout my career of this decade-long experience of counseling students, I was pretty fortunate to have counseled students, throughout India. So I was, based out of Chennai, Hyderabad for about 3 years, and then all my life I've stayed in the north part of India. So, and I've counseled. I can't even keep a count of students, how many students I've counseled. But there's one thing which was really common. When I was counseling students, whether they're from north or they were down south, is the popularity of the U.S. Universities that is there, and the craze, the interest these students have for the U.S. education. So as the numbers say, Indian students, like India is only second to China when it comes to the maximum number of students that are enrolled to the U.S. universities. So these were just numbers to me before I landed down south, and I was pretty amazed to see the craze, the love, the interest the students had towards US as a destination. And the reason behind that, a lot of students ask, why there are so many study destinations options available to us. So why US as a study destination? And I tell them why not? US is the home to around 4,500 plus universities. Which other destination has this scale of operations? And then there's a flexibility around their education system. There's there is they emphasize on practical teaching, so which means that they give you a practical environment to implement what's been theoretical taught to you in classroom. So they give you an equal opportunity to practice what's been theoretically taught in the classrooms. Talking about the diversity, culture diversity. There are students who come to these US universities from all countries. So there's a global exposure the students get. They interact with people from different culture, learn about them, and also increase their network. So this is also quite helpful. The campuses are huge. The quality of education is great. The faculties, these are some people who have some done who have done some great work, research work in their respective fields. So there is not one reason. There are a number of reasons why students should pick US as a study destination. So and the popularity of US has always been there for a long time. However, for the last couple of years, it's going through a turbulent times because of some of the policies of the previous government. There were some visa restrictions. There were some limiting restrictions, as far as the visas are concerned. A lot of students were also facing challenges in getting visas. There were a lot of visas rejections as well. So, however, now things have changed. There is a new government, and which is very supportive towards the international students coming to US universities. So I think there's a lot of good and positive news. There's a ray of hope for the international students, and should definitely go ahead and should think about studying in the US universities. Yeah. Uh, Having said that, also there are a lot of fears and limiting beliefs that students have across their study in the US institutions. They say it's really expensive. Then it's really difficult to get a green card. It's really time consuming. It's a very long process. Whether we'll get a job or not, whether it is safe or not. So also a lot of students are scared of giving these tests which are required in order to get admissions to these US institutions. For example, GRE, GMAT, SATs, ACTs, IELTS, TOEFL. So I would say that you should get rid of these limiting beliefs and fears, or what you hear from your peers or your friends or your relatives. US, it is right that it requires a lot of preparation. It is not that you just one day you get up in the morning and you decide to get yourself enrolled in a US institution, and maybe in a month or so you just land in that university campus. So it's a long-term planning which requires a lot of preparation. So that is where we come into picture, where we help you guys in planning with the entire process. Do a goal setting, set up milestones of achieving your goals step by step, and do a proper planning, and you have a rigorous process which helps you get admission into your dream university. So, that is there. In comparison to other destinations, definitely it's a bit more expensive. However, the reason behind this is their U.S. institutions offer a 4-year bachelor's, which, in comparison to other institutions, is an year extra. So that's an extra cost involved. And also, there are some study destinations which offer a 1-year master's. However, in the US, there's a 2-year master's. So that's also an extra year. So a lot of students are not also ready to invest that extra year in the education and kind of, immediately look for a job where the return on investment starts coming quickly. However, the universities, we have all sorts of universities in the US. So they're not so expensive universities. There are some top universities that are really expensive. So students have a lot of options available, so they can choose their desired university according to the finances that they have, um, according to the duration of the course. So they are and also there are a lot of pathway options that prepare the students to get into a degree program and prepare them to get into a degree program if they have a sort of weak profile or they're not meeting the English language requirements. So there's a lot of help and support in terms of that as well. As far as the opportunities are concerned, look at the sheer size of the country. There is no comparison of the U.S., the size of the U.S. with any other study destination. So, the number of opportunities, you have ample number of opportunities available. So, if you don't get a job in one particular state, there are other states who offer opportunities to you. So, there is no dearth of opportunities. And as far as the post-study visa is concerned and getting a green card is concerned, definitely it is a bit time-consuming, but then it is fruitful also, to wait for that time because once you get a green card and you're a citizen of the country, you're holding the strongest passport in the world, you're a part of the strongest economy, and there are a lot of perks and benefits that you enjoy. So. So I think it is worth the wait, and there are a lot of and that's the reason a lot of Indians. So as I mentioned earlier, India is just next to China when it comes to sending maximum students to the U.S. institutions. Uh, so that's there, and because of all these things, it has gained popularity and will continue to gain popularity amongst these students. So as I mentioned, the process is not as easy as it is for other destinations. So there is long-term planning which is required. So the admissions to U.S. universities, it's you require proper planning and you require a lot of time for that. So I would not be wrong in saying that you start this process of getting into a US university a year prior to the course start date. Unlike other destinations, and the reason behind it is that there is a lot of preparation that goes into, because you have to prepare for these exams like the for undergrad courses, you need to prepare for your SATs and ACTs. There is English language requirements. You need to prepare for IELTS and TOEFL. To get into a master's program, you need a GRE. You need GMAT for the MBA courses. So which requires preparation, which requires good 2 to 3 months of preparation, and a lot of time is and effort is involved in doing the research for the desired course in the university you want to get yourself enrolled into. Uh, and then shortlisting of the universities takes some time. And when you make the applications to these universities, universities take their own sweet time in giving offers. So it takes about it's about 6 to 8 weeks to get an offer from any US university. And then once you get an admit from a university, there is you need to work on your finances. You need to pay a deposit to get your I-20, which is a legal document which is required in order to file your visa. Unlike other destinations, you have to cross this final stage, which is going through a visa interview, which also a lot of students kind of scared and get panic about. But you don't have to worry about that. It's a simple interview. It's not rocket science. We also help students with preparation. We do mock interviews with the students when they get a date for the visa interview. because being in the industry for so long, we know what are some frequently asked questions, and what to say and what not to say in those visa interviews. So in my past experience, I've seen people who have got admit from top universities, they had amazing profile, but got a visa rejection because they said something which they were not supposed to say in the visa interview. So it is a long and a time-consuming process, and requires a lot of planning, a lot of research. Uh, so yeah. So talking about some popular courses which are offered in the U.S. universities uh, during so if I talk about my experience, I've counseled students for all sorts of courses. The most popular ones, whether you talk about at undergraduate level or a graduate level, I've seen, engineering is something which tops the list, and the study says that around 63 to 60, 63 to, so it's around 63 to 65% of the students that go to US universities, they go for an engineering program, and the rest is divided into different percentages amongst the other courses. But yeah, so engineering is very popular, amongst the Indian students and the students who come from all parts of the world, and that's because of obvious reasons, because of the infrastructure, the technology, the research labs that they have, the kind of funds that are invested by the government and these institutions into research, and also the lot of opportunities that are available for work for these students post they complete their studies in the US. So all these factors contribute to make engineering a very popular course amongst the students. Uh, the next on the list is IT, computer science, and again, there are a lot of common factors. The faculties that teach them, the quality of the education, it's quite updated. So unlike what we have in India, where maybe the course structure is not revised for some time, the market dynamics have changed. However, we're still studying the same thing. So it's not like that. In the US, they're updated. The technology is amazing, infrastructure is amazing. They have huge campuses. A lot of funds are pumped into the research, and also the internship opportunities provided to the students when they are on campus. They are also provided this opportunity to assist the faculty and the professors, and so that's quite an exposure for them. There are placement programs where they are placed into internships with different companies as a part of their course. They are given a practical environment to implement what's been theoretically taught to them. So that's a great thing for them. So that these all factors contribute in making these courses really popular in the US. And apart from that, the business courses have gained a lot of popularity in the US. Not only people from a commerce or a humanities background, but it's a huge hit for people who have done engineering. So I've counseled a lot of students who, after their 4 years of engineering degree, come to me and say, we want to get into a business program for maybe they're looking to get it, like change their stream, their profession, or maybe they want to climb up the ladder of hierarchy because they have a technical knowledge, but when it comes to managing people, so when they're promoted to some senior positions like a vice president, CEO, or CEO of a company, they would be required to manage people, and all these management skills can be only acquired through a management degree. So it's a huge hit. And then also they're kind of done with technical stuff, coding and all, and they want to get into some degree that will diversify their profile and help them move to different profiles and get some exposure across different areas and domains. So that's also one reason. Also, their engineering management is one of a very popular course where students who are interested in like kind of having a knowledge in both technical stream and management stream kind of get a blend of both the domains. So engineering management is becoming very popular. Another course that's kind of gained popularity over last 5 to 6 years is business analytics, and that's for obvious reasons because all these strategic decisions that are taken in any of the organizations are taken based the research and findings by the analytics team. So, and that's the reason this course has gained a lot of popularity, and the students are paid a huge amount of money. Like their salaries are incredible once they graduate from a university after completing their business analytics course. So they get hired in consulting companies like Ernst and Young. We have Johnson and Johnson, PricewaterhouseCoopers, KPMG, Deloitte. So ample opportunities available after they graduate from a business analytics course. So that's there. And apart from these, there are other courses as well, like architecture, law. There is healthcare, medicine, and also designing and arts is something which kind of has picked up amongst the students. And there's some great courses offered by these US institutions. I'll name a few. There's SCAD, there is New York Film Academy, there is Pratt, there's Parsons, so some Rochester Institute of Design. So there are some really good institutions, though a bit expensive, but the return of investment is really amazing. The graduates from these schools get amazing opportunities and do great in this profession. So yeah, and so a lot of courses are there the students can go for. There are around 4,500 universities, so you can imagine the wide range of courses offered by these universities. So you name a course and you get it in the US. So so that's a great thing about the US education. Another thing that I like about the US admission process. The beauty of the admission process in the U.S. universities is that, unlike other destinations, it not only just give importance to your academics. However, they kind of have a holistic approach towards assessing a profile of a student. So I've come across students who might have a lower GPA, however they have a great GRE or GMAT or an SAT. They have some great they have kind of done really great when it comes to the extracurriculars and the contributions towards the society. A lot of them have been have been leading the committees, student committees and groups in their schools and colleges. They are people who have worked for NGOs for a social cause. There are people who have kind of published research papers. There are people who have been part of some global conferences and seminars. So it's not just your academics that is looked upon by these US universities when assessing your profile. There are a lot of other factors as well. And see, because the US institutions are quite they're they know the Indian education system, so they kind of know that it's quite theoretical in nature. You can really mug up things and might score a 90% in your academics. However, that doesn't make you smart and employable. So that's a great thing about the US universities. Even if you're not that great in academics, but you have a great profile, you have some great letters of recommendations from the people that you have worked under. You have a great drafted statement of purpose that brings out your strong personality and intention of studying in the US. I think you stand a great chance in getting admission to these US universities. So yeah, that's about it. And so we'll be back with some other sessions, live stream sessions as well in the coming few days, with various topics that will kind of bring out some awareness, and we'll share our knowledge and experience that we have gained, after counseling a number of students over the years. So stay tuned in for that. What about sports management courses? So yeah, that's another course that is kind of gaining popularity across various destinations and also US universities. So there are a lot of universities in the US who have their own clubs, and there are a lot of competitions and tournaments that are played between universities. So, and I've counseled a lot of students in the past who were interested in sports management, not only sports management, but also there are other courses as well. There's sports journalism as well. So yes, these kind of courses are not available in India and kind of don't have a good scope when you even if it is provided by any institutions in here in India. So a lot of these US universities, there are some universities that are so big that they have a stadium or a club inside the university campus, and they definitely give you credits and brownie points if you have played any sport. So there are a lot of students that I've counseled in the past who have played at a state and a national level, and they were GPA. The GPA was really low because entire day they were on the field and playing, so they hardly focused on their studies. However, these universities were happy to take them and even offer them good 60 to 70% of scholarships based on their profile and the medals and the trophies that they have won. There was a student who this there was a student, I think, of mine. I don't remember the name of the university, but he got around 85% of scholarship. He was a national basketball player. There was another one who played lawn tennis. So all these students get enrolled in these kind of courses, and there's a huge scope for them. Yeah, and you get scholarships as well if you played state or national level. And all is required from you is a few letters of recommendation, a strong statement of purpose. uh, they might ask you, like, you just need to reach out to a coach of that club or community in that particular university. They'll ask you to share with them a video, playing shots, some close-ups of you, playing shots, like when it comes to lawn tennis or basketball uh, throw and all. So they would assess you on that, and they'll take you on board with amazing scholarships. So yeah, it's a good course and is also gaining popularity. So yeah, should think about it. You can contact our team at Leverage Edu. You can log into the website, and then you can opt for a 30-minute free counseling session, and then what all questions that you have will be answered. And then once you are convinced, you come on board, and then we guide and assist you and take you through the entire process, the admission process, and help you starting from the shortlisting of universities, making your applications, chasing offers, helping you with the visa formalities. So yeah, we'll be there with you throughout the journey. Yeah. So even if you have any questions, like if it's not right now coming to your mind, you can always contact us later at Leverage Edu, and our team will be more than happy to assist you and give answer to your queries. Yeah. So don't forget to tune in to another live stream tomorrow. We will be coming up with another interesting topic, and we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, and stay safe. Yeah. Thank you.